beautiful faces and just so clothes, the way we flow like floodwater into a room, claiming every inch as our own. Did you hear? Her breath was hot and damp against my ear and smelled of spearmint gum and onions. They found a body. She sounded scared, but a little excited, too. The corners of her mouth were twitching. What are you talking about? I asked. Where? Right in front of main building. Who is it? I asked. Her face brightened. She liked being the one who knew something, the person with the inside scoop. She probably thought it would be a foot in the door with the cool kids. He doesn't go to school here. They think maybe somebody killed him. A beat later, she admitted she'd made that part up. Actually, they think he fell from the roof of main building, that he's the burglar. Dead. 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 Of course he was by the time they found him. I tried to suck in a mouthful of air, but it was no use. This would be a thing we could never take back. Something that could not be fixed. Somebody was dead, and it was all our fault. I already knew. It would haunt us forever.
10 years later. Detective Julia Scutt. Sunday, 4:27 a.m. I pull my car to a stop behind the second cruiser parked at the top of the long, curved driveway. One still has its lights on, flickering against the trees. More cars are at the scene a couple miles down the road. All the cars we've got will be out on this one. That's not a whole lot in Catskill, a small Catskills town that's a 30-minute drive from its namesake waterfall. Thus far, the details of the accident, or whatever it is, are scarce. There's a passenger dead and the driver is missing, injured, presumably, given the blood on the open driver's door. But the vehicle is deep in the woods, too far away from the point of impact. Suggests something other than an accident. So while the patrolmen and the search teams comb the woods, looking for the missing driver, I've come here in the wee hours of Sunday morning, to this house where their friends are. Old friends from college, I've been told. Weekenders. That they're weekenders would be obvious from the house. A high-end remodel, spires and turrets and a wraparound porch, all gleaming. Even the driveway's smooth, round gravel looks pricey. They're up from the city. Brooklyn, Manhattan, doesn't matter. The weekend hipsters are all the same. Millennials with an excess of money, liberal politics, and particular tastes. Locals hate them, but man, do they love the money they spend. Weekenders being involved complicates the investigation, especially if whatever happened turns out to be more than your average car wreck. We do have our share of crime these days, most of it starting or ending in opioids. They're everywhere in the Catskills. And if somebody up for the weekend from Manhattan is dead, the New York Times will be all over it. Boss sure as hell doesn't want that. As I open the car door, it starts to rain. Drops, heavy and big as marbles, pelt the windshield. Shit. Rain's not good if we need to resort to dogs. I square my shoulders as I make my way up the driveway. It's hard to establish authority on a scene when you're a woman. Harder still when you look like a cheerleader with a gun. Some DWI actually said that to me once. But I've got excellent instincts, and I'm not afraid to sink my teeth in until I knock against bone. That's what the lieutenant used to say. That was before he blew his head off in his driveway while his wife slept inside. Opioids don't discriminate. Next month, Chief Selden decides who takes over the detective bureau. As far as I'm concerned, that person should be me. I've got the highest clearance.